Yo, welcome back. Welcome back. How you guys doing? It's been a couple of days. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm back from my trip. Came back yesterday, you guys see I did have some videos yesterday, but it wasn't really just some post game stuff. But we're back, and the rules of Formula One. I don't think we really did this video, so I was like, Chaz, let's just start from the basics. You know what I mean? You're still a noob. Let's just start from the basics and see what F1 is really about, Formula One. Also, I did hear there was a race here in the States yesterday. I think Verstappen won, so shouts out to him. Shouts out to him. Not, I don't know if I can say I'm really surprised or anything, but shouts out to him. I did see the race because I was watching American football all day, but hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys are doing great. And without further ado, man, let's go ahead and start the video, the rules of Formula One. Shout out to Nina.
Explains the rules of Formula One. The object of the race is to be the first to cross the finish line after completing a certain number of laps around a track. Formula One, more commonly known as F1, is the most popular auto racing sport in the world.
All right, you guys know me. You guys know I paused the video. I gotta, I don't like talking over the people, but the most popular. I mean, I'm not surprised though. 'Cause I don't expect NASCAR to be up there, drag racing, whatever. So I'm not surprised because I do see that they do race in like different parts in the world. America, Europe, South Africa, Asia, whatever. I don't know. I mean, South America. Like I don't know where they race like specifically, but I do know they do race a lot in different areas in the world, which is pretty cool. Going different places, racing. But I've heard like some tracks are like really hard. Like I feel like
and
Monaco,
is the highest level of
like
single-seat car racing. F1 is contested in varying number of races throughout a calendar year, and each race is known as a Grand Prix.
Okay.
Drivers will drive a specially designed race car that is designed to go around a racetrack in as fast a time as possible.
Grand Prix.
There are three parts to any race. Practice. Most commonly held on a Friday, practice is where drivers can test their cars on the racetrack. This is valuable to determine how the car will run given the weather and environment, and also to
This is not. Hopefully, you guys know this. Like, I guess the video, like the background video, is like it's a video game of F1. It's not real life, so I just want to let you guys know. I did read the description before, so yeah. Also, shout out to the person who did inform me about the different tires that they use.
Qualifying.
Much needed.
To determine which position each driver starts in the race, each driver will complete laps of the track on their own.
That's what's up.
The fastest driver will start the race on the grid in the first position.
Which makes sense.
The second fastest in the second position, etc., until all the drivers are assigned a position to start the race.
Got you.
This is known as qualifying and is usually held on a Saturday, the day before the actual race.
So they race on Sundays.
The race. Once qualifying has determined the order where the drivers start, the actual race is usually held on a Sunday. Drivers will do one warm-up lap and then line up in the position that they will start as determined by qualifying.
That's different.
Once all the lights goes out, the race begins.
Hey, warm up.
Drivers have to complete
a warm up lap. I never heard of that. Sounds cool though. I mean, I don't know how the warm up lap works, but it's pretty cool though.
a predetermined number of laps for a total distance of 305 kilometers, or 260 for Monaco. The driver who crosses the line first after all the laps have been completed wins. Drivers get points for the position that they finish, and the driver with the most points after all the Grand Prix have been contested is crowned the world champion.
That's what's up.
It's honestly that simple, but there's a few other things that you'll need to know before going to or watching a race. For example, track. Each Grand Prix track is totally different to another, and all of them are contested in a different country. This means that teams and drivers have to prepare and set up their cars for the environment. From the sweltering heat of Abu Dhabi, to the cold and rain of England, to the humid night race of Singapore, and the world's most famous street race, Monaco. Drivers will usually...
Photographers can be right around the track? I mean, what if like somebody spins out? What? I ain't never seen that. I mean, I don't know if they're like literally on the racetrack, but they're on the track. You know what I mean? Like, what somebody spins out, what somebody crashes.
Memorize every turn
What?
for every track so that they perform better when they actually race. Tires.
Hold up, I missed
Every
this
turn
track.
for every track so that they perform better.
Oh shit, I missed it again.
And the world's most famous street race, Monaco. Drivers will usually memorize every turn for every track so that they perform better when they actually race.
Golly.
Tires.
That's impressive.
Each team has access to different types of tires. The softer the tire, the more grip you have, but the quicker they wear out. The harder the tire, the longer they last, but they have less grip.
Right.
Depending on the weather and the track conditions,
So soft tires are good, but they do. But I guess between the hard tires and the soft tires, it all just depends on what's needed.
but they have less grip. Depending on the weather and the track conditions determines which tires the teams should use. Using the wrong tire at the wrong time could cost you the race, and sometimes worse. Pit stop. Cars are allowed to go back to their own team's garage or pit to change tires or refuel. This is known as a pit stop, and teams are so fast at changing 4 tires and adding fuel that this can be done in around 3 seconds. A team is allowed as many pit stops as they like, but this adds time to your race and could cost you valuable positions. Penalty. Should you break one of the rules, a penalty may be issued against you depending on the severity of the rule you broke. This can be either imposed as time added to your total time to complete the race, known as a drive-through penalty, docking you starting positions on the grid to start the race, or more severe penalties such as penalising you for future races or excluding you from any further Grand Prix. Flags. During a race, marshals will use flags to indicate things to drivers. I'm not going to cover every single flag, but the most common are a green flag. This is used to start or restart a race. Yellow flag.
Caution.
This is to tell the driver to slow down due to a hazard or accident.
I knew that.
Red flag. This is an instruction for the drivers to either stop or return to the pit lanes due to danger on the track.
Okay.
Blue flag. This is an instruction to let the car behind overtake you. Checkered flag. This is the famous flag that denotes the end of the race.
The blue flag.
Constructors' Championship.
What?
Constructors, or teams, are allowed to field 2 drivers in a race.
Right.
The points for every team's drivers are added up, and the team with the most amount of points at the end of the season will win the Constructors' Championship.
Oh, so that's why you could say it's very important for not just that one driver for that team, but also for the other driver as well to have, to finish high as well. Because you have both drivers, who are, top 5 or whatever. Like, it's pretty good. Like, I guess, if you have, like, for example, Kimi Räikkönen and Mark Beadle on the same team, which I think they were on the same team before. If both of them are finishing top 5, majority of the time, that team is going to win, which is pretty cool. So you can say it's a lot of teamwork. I'm guessing you could say it's a lot of teamwork which is involved, because I'm guessing the team in general wants both of the drivers to finish as high as they can. But at the same time, as a competitor, you're trying to win every race. So even if that means, but I don't know. I may be wrong. I may be wrong actually, because if I'm in like 4th place, my teammate's in 2nd, you know what I mean? I'm gonna cheer him on and go first, and I'm gonna do my best to try to get 3rd or 2nd, or if I can win the race, I'll do that. But if my teammate wins, I'll be perfectly happy with that.
I could talk more about engines, chassis, ERS, DRS, aerodynamic body parts, but these change almost every year, and the points I've talked about are the most salient points for a beginner to understand. If you found this video at all helpful, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is very much appreciated. Be sure to follow me on Twitter also, but in the meantime...
That's what's up. So, everything's very important. You got the pit stops, the tires. I need to listen to the tires again.
The more grip you have, but the quicker they wear out. The softer the tyre, the more grip you have, but the quicker they wear
So soft tires, they wear out easily, but you get more grip. Hard tires, they tend to stay longer, but they do wear out easily.
out. The harder the tire, the longer they last, but they have less grip.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hard tires, they last longer but less grip. Smaller tires, vice versa. So okay, like I said, it all just comes down to just the type of tires that you need. I just wanted to just really go back to that tires part to really understand it more. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Anyway, you guys don't forget to like and sub. Comment down below your thoughts and reactions. I'll see you guys later.